Twitch. Okay. Um, so the recap. Last week we did a lot of talking. The ghost had showed up, like right after the combat ended, and then like that's where we picked up the session. His name is Titus. Apparently, he is very old, and Gaius, like, Gaius has control over him, sort of, but because he took his heart somehow. But originally, Titus was brought back even in the service of the Visharii, which is, I didn't even realize that the Visharii did that. Um, so Titus has been a ghost for a very long time. Apparently, Gaius has his heart and can make him turn into that super violent, not fun thing that you guys had to fight the first time. Um, we got some information out of him about, well, first of all, Gaius, his dwarf, the skull is the shape of a dwarf, but Gaius is a Visharii name, which is interesting. Even though when we tried to ask about it, he was able to deflect pretty well. We found out from Titus that a priest of Vasher had recovered the God Hand and fled. Oh gosh, what direction is that?
Northwest.
Northwest.
Do you remember the
And
priest's name?
Hadrianus Aurelius Fulgencio. I wrote it down.
Right.
Um, 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 we also found out that, or confirmed, at least according to Titus, that the God Hand is sort of like started the blight. So what we had learned previously from Mask about Vasher and the God Hand all being involved with the beginning of the blight seems to be true. And so we got some information. We were thinking like maybe we'll go try to track it down after we head out and take care of Gaius and Ymira. We got the name Bay of Gored, which was the direction that the priest was fleeing in. Um, what's his name? Dabram was mind fucked, so he didn't really do anything but like lash out at us while we were talking. I think Rana and Kenai tied him up and stuff while we were waiting for Robert Douglas, because Rana sent him ascending and he was like, all right, it'll be 45 minutes. Was there anything else we talked about before Robert Douglas showed up? I don't think so. So Robert Douglas showed up. We found out he is part of a group called the Nightblades, who track down and take out the occult, making Ambrose very nervous. They are housed currently in the Dormer estate on the outskirts of the city. Just if we ever want to track them back down, find out what happened to Dabram. Then we went back into the cabin, and Rowan used, what is it? Private Sanctum, whatever it is, to give us some privacy.
Yep.
Then we talked about what to do, either to head out like towards Gaius and Ymira, talked a little bit about Gaius, and then pursue the God Hand as well. And then we just decided to pull out Gaius and talk to him. And that didn't go so well. I don't remember that conversation being particularly useful. It was just mostly Gaius being sassy.
Yep.
And like Kenai pointed out, really riling us up, or most of us. Some of us? I don't know.
At least two of you, possibly three.
Two. So at the end of that conversation, Rana starts attacking Gaius. And then after an attack or two, the rest of the party decided, wait, maybe we want to keep Gaius around. And yeah, Rowan was able to get Gaius away from Rana before she could finish him off. And that was pretty much it. Then Rana went to go finish her date, and Everybody else was doing other stuff in Three Rivers. And I think we had decided that we're gonna head out pretty quickly and try to go find an entrance to the depths, use the depths to get to the wastes so that we can take the Mark IV with us and, yeah, deal with Ymira and Gaius, and then possibly head out after the God Hand as well. That is what I remember.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else to add?
Nothing here.
Sounds good to me.
All right. It's been a couple days since Rana had left, and the group had completed their individual activities. So, let's see. Been staying with Rana's uncle Chiron because it's free. Why wouldn't you? So a couple days later, Rana enters shortly after breakfast with the elven man that she had departed with in tow.
In tow.
Well, in a manner of speak. I mean, he enters after her and they're holding hands, so
That's
in a
true.
way that's like towing him.
Okay.
And you are rejoined once more.
Oh my goodness.
Chiron's breakfasts are always not abundant, but plentiful, but greasy.
I did have another thing I wanted to work on during those few days. Should I just DM you, or how do you want to handle that?
Yeah, you can DM me.
Okay.
Is Tonus tinkering? Is Tonus tinkering?
It is Tonus tinkering.
Ooh. Okay, so is everybody at breakfast? Is everybody here?
Yeah, or they're gathering their thing. They're just getting ready for the day after having finished eating. The only one who is not present is Rowan, who seems to not have come out of his sleeping area in the morning.
Okay. Well. Well, I had something that I needed to tell the party, but I would prefer to wait for Rowan and the privacy is usually able to afford us. So I guess
Rowan would have sent a sending to Rana.
Have you composed that sending?
I have not. But
surprise.
Yeah, plot twist. But
You want to
Rana would
summarize
know
it?
Rana would know what's up. That he's gone for a little bit.
So what's up?
Gone. Like, how much detail is he giving her?
25 words worth.
Yeah, 25 words.
Yeah, that's
she knows where he is.
Does she knows he's really? She knows where
Yeah.
he is. For how long?
He doesn't know yet.
Okay.
Anyone that has not done so should hit the long rest button as well.
Okay. Well then, I guess Rana won't wait for Rowan. And she'll pass that on. That Rowan has apparently decided to go talk to Ymira
What?
personally
The heck?
and doesn't know how long he'll be gone. So Yeah. That's
He just went and did that by himself?
apparently. I mean, he is a big boy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
should have brought some backup, maybe.
right. I'm not super thrilled about losing my bodyguard, but or the privacy, like I said, that he can usually afford us. But
That's mostly what you miss, the privacy.
it is. I do well, but no, both. Rowan's a very good bodyguard. Okay, then. We're still all thinking about going. Like, the plan is to go find an entrance to the depths, and then head to the wastes. Yes. So go deal with Ymira and Gaius. Is that what everybody still wants to do?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. I am not going to derail that, but I have been meaning to tell you guys something, and I have not really found a way to do that. I look, you guys know I have these bells. It's, yeah. Well, I'm not supposed to have them. I'm only supposed to have one of them. At least that's as far as that's how things have gone since the elves have had the bells. And now it's my job to gather the bells and do something with them. I don't know what. He just said make them whole, and I don't know what that means. But it means some people might. I mean, I don't think anybody will come after us anymore. But they might be angry with me about that. But it also means that once we're done with Ymira and potentially locating the God Hand, that I'll need to go do that. I've been putting it off. And, well, mostly because I'm scared, because the other people that have the bells are scary people and very powerful. And I don't feel particularly ready to confront them about this. But yeah, after Ymira and finding or at least investigating the God Hand, I'll have to go do that. You guys are welcome to come if you want, but you don't have to, because it's an elven matter. So I imagine you don't not much stake in it for you guys.
Steak? I'm hungry.
You just had breakfast, man.
I'm a very large man.
And I know we've got so much other stuff going on, like trying to help Ambrose and dealing with Ymira and all of the other things, but that is something that has been weighing pretty heavily on my mind. That's something that I need to go do. Yeah. Just wanted to let you guys know. But also then in the spirit of that, go ahead.
I was saying, okay.
Okay.
I'm processing right now. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah. In the spirit of that, one of the bells that I do have, before we head to the depths, I was wondering if you guys wouldn't mind making a quick detour to go talk to the guy that had the bell last, because they still think Mask has it. And I'm not completely sure that my news will be better than them thinking Mask will have it, but I still feel like I should tell them. So
Where's this
yeah.
person?
Where's what?
Where is the previous bell holder?
The meeting with him will be in the Elven Forest. It's about like 2 or 3 days into their forest.
Which is what cardinal direction from us currently?
Ooh, east.
Oh, so by
Southwest.
detour you mean the opposite direction.
Southwest.
Oh, southwest. Sorry.
Southwest is better. Southwest is fine.
Rana would
Yeah.
It's southwest?
know. Yep, down and left.
I thought you said west.
I almost said west. The glade that he told her about is southwest
Yes.
from.
Three Rivers?
I thought what was southwest for Three Rivers was the Deadwood, but I'm also terrible with cardinal directions with Gresha for some reason. It's this stupid river.
It's not real. Oh yeah, the river that goes around. Yeah, I mean I can double check.
Okay,
but
if it's southwest, that's fine. There are entrances to the depths in the forest. I just don't know how far we're going to be able to get the Mark IV. And also, wasn't Valis the one who was supposed to guide us through the depths? And have you heard from him, Ambrose? When is he coming back?
Not since the sending the other day. And that was all through Rowan, who is gone now?
Mm-hmm. I could send him a message, but I have already used lots of sendings today. And depending on, I would prefer to wait till the end of the day to send him another message. If we're going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So,
It's
Tonist, you
far.
have a map of entrances to the depths, right?
Indeed I do. Somewhere.
I gotcha.
Do we have the ability to like pin it? We put it in the lore information page channel.
Sure will.
Oh, red circle is approximate. Oh, God, man, I have these. Whew. My directions were totally wrong.
Just a bit comparing that.
It's all good.
Where are we? Where's Three Rivers on this map?
The town that says Three Rivers.
No,
The
he's
other
talking
map.
about the map that doesn't have any towns on it. Okay, so the Deadwood is that grayish forest. To the
There's-
right of that is a intersection of 3 lines.
Yep.
Or 4 lines really, and that's where Three Rivers is. It's that yellow line that hits the blue one.
Yep, I see that. Okay. So I mean, we're not close to any of the entrances anyway, where we are.
Particularly
So-
now.
What's that pile of rocks directly to the south of the Deadwood?
The mountain.
Okay.
There's a mountain there in the forest.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a mountain.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so it's like a Mount Rainier situation. Down
Sure.
there.
It
Is-
is the 3rd tallest mountain in Gresham.
Can Rana see this map?
Not in Gresham.
Like, if she'll come over. Is like it's a physical map that Tonus pulls
Yeah,
out,
that is a
right?
physical map that I've been drawing on. Yeah.
Oh, well then Rana can tell Tonus that that's Mount Doe.
It's not Dewey. Which way is Dewey?
Mount Doe. That's where that's the city that I'm from. Well, the city that's right next to Mount Doe. That's where I'm from.
Okay. So we go do that thing. Is that in the wastes? It's to the east,
The mountain?
or it's to the west. The Deadwood.
The Deadwood is in the wastes, yes. There
Okay.
is an entrance to the depths in the wastes, but we'd have to figure out how to cross the river. With
Yeah, you're right.
with the tank, which is.
Oh, is that an unmarked entrance then on this map?
Oh.
One.
I'm assuming that the map that I have is not comprehensive to all entrances, so
Right, those are the ones Tonus knows about.
it's the red circles.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, if there's an entrance there, yeah, that seems like a good idea just to go there and do your thing. And but yeah, you're right, we do have to get across the river. Is there not a crossing further south from here? I guess there wouldn't be. Never mind.
Does Rana know if the tank would. Okay, first of all, does Rana know if they could even get the tank to Afanin?
With time and effort, yes, because wagons go through, but there will be places where the tank is wider than the wagon trail.
Okay, so we would have to cut down trees.
Things
Yes.
we do not have.
Well,
So we're not doing
yeah.
that. We're not doing
cut
that.
down or bulldoze or set on fire and then wait.
Okay, so then where is the closest? Ah, this map doesn't move like that. What is the closest entrance to the depths to Three Rivers? Wasn't there one in the Rayacine forest, sort of? In that area? Oh, did it get... Oh, it did get posted in lore. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. We're struggling.
Are you struggle
Okay,
busing it?
There's... Oh, gosh, no. It's all the way up in... What is that? The Cray Duchy? Or is that Heath?
Are you talking about the one sort of central?
Yeah.
That's Heath.
Does
Um,
Rana know of any closer entrances that maybe would be like nearby the Elven Forest?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so it seems like we would have to go up north. To that north, what is that, northeast entrance?
Yeah, near the Heath one.
Yeah, the green duchy, that's Heath, right?
Yep. It's only about 4 days travel or so,
Yeah. Well,
maybe less.
Yeah. 4 from
There's this bridge here. I'm on the Three Rivers map. By the way.
Yes. You are on the bridge. I do see that ping. You've been told a few times that you can't bring the Doom engine in because you might damage buildings.
But we're trying to save the world, so. Oh, what about this?
The one that's
Is this
slightly
bridge
outside of
over
the,
here considered part of the city?
and then this one right here. You're gonna try to loop around. I mean, you haven't tried taking it there yet, no.
Oh goodness. We're gonna have to go, I think, down this road or up this road. That one, that's the one that goes along the river, the Halifax, up to Heath, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the one. That's probably the way we're gonna have to go.
Okay, so what do you do?
Is it is everybody okay with the current plan of heading into the forest for a few days and then heading to the Underdark, the depths?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then I guess we.
What about Ymira? That's not part of the plan anymore?
Yeah, it is, but we have to get to the depths to get to Ymira.
Okay. But we're doing the forest first
Yes, because yes,
of the bells.
yeah.
What does Ambrose think? You know, us.
I mean, obviously, my top priority, I'd like to go make sure my boyfriend's okay, but
Yeah, I was thinking
we
that
can.
too.
I guess if it's not going to take too much time, we can go do this bell thing. Ambrose is still very shaky on what exactly the bells do and what they mean, but he knows that they're important to Rana, so we can do
Does-
this little side stop.
I was gonna say, does Ambrose ask? She'll tell
Eh.
him.
Ambrose seems
Did you just stop talking then? Or did you
worries, so
cut out?
just yeah, he thing in the forest. Oh, great. RTC disconnected. Voice disconnected. Maybe
You're back.
Wi-Fi
Yeah, I
still
can
not
hear you
good.
I think you're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ambrose is good with doing the bell thing before heading down to the Underdark.
Okay. And Rana will reassure him that she'll send Valis a message and tell him which entrance we're going to. And actually maybe even ask if there's a closer one. She'll ask Valis.
Yeah.
I imagine Valis would know.
Oh yeah, he spent most of his life down there.
So
The only entrance that Ambrose knows of is the one that's in the ruins of his original like cult hideout, which is out in the Badlands somewhere.
No,
I think it's
east.
Blue Rock Badlands.
Bluestone Badlands. It's to the yeah, you're right. It's to the east of Shifno. It's that one that's circled up by the lake.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Then I guess we can't take the Mark IV into the forest. Should we touch base with the guys who are watching after it at Northgate, Tonus, and tell them that we have to head into the forest for a little bit and we'll be back?
I'm trying to think about what we can do. I mean, we could leave it here. I happen to have some friends that are some very inventive dwarves, or I think they were dwarves,
The gnomes.
Gnomes?
or they were gnomes. Okay, but they're not dwarves. Oh, okay.
Oh, like to maybe shrink it?
I can shrink it a little bit, but do I have an estimation of the weight of the Doom Engine? Would that be an inch roll, maybe?
Yeah.
I think we've asked this question before, and every time Alizon hates it.
Well, I should write it down. That's what I should do. I mean, that's probably in the category of like a house. Maybe even heavier.
But I can make it weigh 1/8 of a house.
Maybe.
Then what?
1/8 of a house can still be pretty heavy depending on the
Uh-huh.
house.
Like a master bathroom or maybe a kitchen.
I'm gonna carry it.
Let's see. Yeah. It's very, very heavy.
Okay.
Do we want to go try? Go ahead.
Even at a quarter of its weight, it'll be measured in the tons.
Holy shit!
That's why I said 1/8, which is a quarter, or half of a quarter.
Oh, if it's eighths, then it'll be measured in the tons,
Okay.
which tells you it's
At least 8 tons.
Oh,
16, really.
goodness.
Because if it was
Oh,
eight,
yeah, because multiple.
then it'd be
yeah.
measured in the ton.
It just measured in a ton. Okay.
Okay, so
Is this a Grecian ton or like a British ton?
oh my gosh.
It's a avoir de pois. ton.
Do we want to go talk to the gnomes then and see if
Yeah,
they
we-
can?
Trap the gnomes.
Okay.
Okay. So head
We were
over.
58, I believe.
Well, while
Yeah.
Tonus does that, Rana's gonna go pick up her armor.
Okay.
Actually,
That's
no,
it.
Rana, that's on the way, right? Her armor is on the way out.
Well, yeah, because the gnomes are right here.
Yeah, well, I'm just going
It's
around
like-
the corner.
Oh, I thought the gnomes were all the way up here in Northgate.
Nah.
Never mind, she'll
That's
go with
what I
them.
thought too.
She'll go with them. It's all good.
Head over to the Rune Keeper, and
Whoa.
the shop is modest in size, but inside is a plethora of just wealth, it appears. There's gems of every kind that are being chiseled down, placed into insets on armor or on like flatware, just a variety of both mundane everyday items to things that might be used in
Mhm.
combat.
I'll walk in and say, I have 500 gold for whoever can get me a way to get something very heavy across the body block.
I perk up. Tapping slows is the nearest one, seemingly happy to have been where he was when you walked in. Strides over. You recognize you. He's one of the ones that came up to Northgate after the battle. And something. You said something heavy, right?
Yep.
How heavy we're talking about? Is this bigger than a bread box? Is it
Ha!
2 bread boxes?
It may be 1,000 bread boxes?
It sounds like it measures in the tons.
It does indeed measure in the tons from what I've been told.
That is a very heavy object.
That's the issue.
Looks at you, the discerning eye. And have you tried a bridge?
No easy access to the ones close to here. There's a time issue.
Also, there's only one bridge that goes into the wastes, and we don't want to go up that way.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah, there are no bridges from here to the waste. Is part of the issue.
Just
We
go.
had a bladder big enough, we could attach it to the underskirt and perhaps float it down the river?
There's got to be like a barge somewhere. Like,
We are the barge. Well, there wouldn't be a barge
What-
to the waste because I think they're trying to cut off all access between the.
There is a barge to the wastes, but it's for people. Like they're not for shipping tanks.
The object in question is the Doom engine that you helped us repair a few weeks back. We do have access to an arcane energy source if you're aware of any runic designs that could allow such travel in short bursts.
Might be able to modify the reduction spell. How? Ooh. I mean, 500.
Preferred methods here are floating, flying, or teleportation, but we can
What kind of energy source are you talking about?
energies. I'm assuming I keep the key on me, so the blue sapphire.
Ah. Ooh. Dwarven make. He looks it over and after a few minutes says, "Well, I can work on a design. How much? You said it was urgent, though. How much time do you need?"
I look at Rana.
Can you have it ready in a week?
Does it expedite the process if I give you a copy of the blueprints of the machine? Which I believe I have now.
It should. Yeah, definitely, because we can always refer to that to make sure we know what kind of weight we're dealing with. We don't want you sinking out there.
Of course. Actually, you know what? Just to be clear here, I will sell you a copy of the blueprints for an additional 500.
So you're selling him a copy?
Yes.
So you want
'Cause
him
I'm
to pay you 500?
If they want to keep the copy of the blueprints.
Oh, okay. I'm like, all right, just making sure I understand this deal. Gonna be a
They're
net
known. They
zero.
like building stuff.
Haven't seen the likes of this in centuries. He's looking as he tilts it back and forth, not really scrutinizing it with the eye to fully understand it, but more glancing over it, just curious. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I guess that would cancel each other out. You can keep the blueprints if you figure this out.
All right, but first, how many giants have you killed?
Living ones, none recently. Undead ones, a handful.
I think that counts for half. He looks around the room and sees some nods.
So I guess either 1 or 1.5. I think.
Perfect. I will take you up on your offer.
Wonderful.
Remember, find those giants. He spits on the ground inside his own shop.
We'll be on the lookout for him. We have a special party member specifically with the purpose of killing a giant in mind. It is his life's work.
We will work on this with haste. We'll get you your flotation device.
Wonderful. Okay, so it is a flotation device.
That's what they're gonna work towards.
Okay. I'm sure you don't want to have a flying machine, so flotation is fine.
They're just gonna
Oh.
go cut down a bunch of trees and strap it to the side.
I thought about doing that too, but I would rather them do it than me.
Oh gosh.
The edge of the forest is much further away than you remember.
I do like that they are aiming for a permanent solution as well, because I would like to be able to reuse this if needed.
You come back, they've just constructed a giant catapult.
I had also thought about that.
They just built
I
a new
have-
bridge just outside of town.
They just built a bridge.
Wait, that seems way easier than all of
We
this.
don't want there to be a bridge.
No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't want the zombies creeping over.
With that taken care of, what do you do now?
I have a friend, a dwarven friend, named Korbar, who frequently travels into the waste. Maybe we could ask him if he knows of any ways across the river that would help simultaneously.
Well, he probably takes the barge that takes people. Because I mean, my mom used to work in this city, and she went out into the wastes pretty regularly.
Mhm.
So there's a barge for the people that need to go out there, for whatever reason, but nothing for something like the Mark IV.
Well, I'm hoping to drop in on him regardless before we leave the city.
Sure, we can do that.
Cool. Is that do you know if he's back yet, Alazan?
I mean, I know.
Do you know if he's back yet?
Do I know? I'm sorry. Does Kenai know if he's back?
We can always go check on him. You know where he lives on Bryn Street.
Cool.
So what do you do?
Yeah, so Kina will suggest we, well, actually, Kina will go. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is anymore. Actually, we're looking for a way into the waste, but we're going to go into the forest first
Yeah.
for the bells. Okay.
They need time to get the tank over the river to develop their solution anyway, which I guess means we might not be going through the Underdark if we could just get it over the river.
Part of the thought process with going through the Underdark is that we would not be traveling along the surface in the wastes, which I think was also problematic.
Yeah, but if we're in the tank, we're mostly fine.
All right.
Like they're both very hostile environments.
That's fair.
So
So then
with that in mind, what do you do?
does Kenai want to go check in with his dwarf
Yes.
friend? Okay.
Well, before we leave Three Rivers, I would like to. So I can either meet you guys at the south end of the city on the way into the forest, or else you guys can come with me to talk to Korbar or see if he's back.
I mean, I guess we can tag along. Like the only thing I need to do before we leave the city is pick up my armor. Because I commissioned some armor, but that's on the way out. It's like on the southern end of the city.
Do you remember the name of that shop?
I don't think you gave me the name of a shop.
Okay, that's fine. All right, you head down towards Bream Street. Corbar's residence is a pretty dingy shack in comparison to the rest of the buildings on the street. This main thoroughfare. It's typically reserved for, or not reserved, but typically, what is it? It's a good market for real estate, I guess is the best way to put it. So, seek development and lots of inns and shops, and not as many residences. And his is pretty small. There's, weather-worn sides, paint's been chipped and gouges in places. The windows are shuttered, and the door is latched and closed. There's a knocker. Upon knocking, you hear from inside, enter.
Kina will walk in,
Okay.
presumably ducking with the low ceiling.
Yes, it's very dim. No light except from what's coming in from the sun. So you must have been sitting or working in darkness. Looking about, it's cluttered. There's lots of strange knickknacks and things piled up in heaps. The building is a central or a larger room on entry, and then you see a single door leading somewhere, maybe a bedroom. You don't see anywhere to sleep in here. There's a fireplace in the middle, like a hearth, the cauldron over top. It's not lit right now. Said there's no light here. Your passive perception, you note that you could tell that he's back on the far end behind some of the what did I say? Rubbish? Is that a word? Is that
Roughage?
am I thinking actual words?
Rubbish.
Oh, roughage.
Rubbish.
Lettuce on a sandwich, not roughage.
Rubbish. Yeah,
Rubbish.
rubbish. I knew that wasn't a word. I just didn't know why. Huh?
You know why now?
A little bit, because it isn't one. We've all agreed.
Hello.
He
Apparently,
Oh.
muted himself,
Jacob muted himself?
Apparently,
just-
either
rubbish.
intentionally or accidentally.
Oh.
Apparently, rubbage is a dialect variant on rubbish. So,
Uh-huh.
so he nailed it.
Nailed it.
5-1.
You say enough sounds together, sooner or later you get a real word. There.
Kina will just call to Korbar. Korbar, is that you?
Yeah. Where are you? Seems
What are you?
hunkered down. You can tell his eyes are squinting out at you. His squinted his eyes and peering towards the front, the light streaming in pretty bright. But yes, he said, "What are you?"
What? Well, it's me, Kenai. You know me.
Maybe I do.
How are your recent travels?
Dangerous.
Were you out in the wastes recently?
Yes.
Can you tell us
Shovels.
any?
Shovels forward from the rubbish. And with the light, you can see his skin is ashen gray. Keeps his hair very short, but he's not really balding. It's just a fashion. Or it twitches around, looking wildly here and there. Sometimes looking past keen eyes, sometimes looking right at him. And aside from his otherwise plain clothes, he's got an assortment of like, baubles and oddities sewn in, and just they seem random and unusual. You see a bird skull on a little like leather thong from his belt. Some pair of wooden chimes that they're not dangling, they're just sort of sewn onto his sleeve. And this velvety antler has been wedged into his hair, not his hair, sorry, into his beard. Things like that, just all throughout his clothing.
Hey, Alazan,
Yes.
do the color of his skin,
Mic check.
is that normal for dwarves, or does it
You're
remind
right.
Rana of the blight infection?
Make a nature check. Ah, I remember you. Yes, very tall, but you're hunched right now. That's why I didn't notice.
Anything come from Rana's nature check?
I sent her a whisper.
Oh, cool. What news do you have of the wastes? We may be heading out there soon.
Only terrible things are out there.
Say more.
Say more things. This is the caldera. Those people are haunting. One of them had a lobster face.
Caldera?
Yeah. Not,
That's a volcano island.
this ain't no island in the middle of the land.
One of those land islands.
Sorry, it's the other way around. It's like a lake in a volcano.
There can be, yeah. I mean, there can be. These villagers don't like people going up on the mountain, so I've never looked inside.
Do they say why?
Haunted.
By what?
It's haunted. If they say it's haunted, you know it's horrible.
Right. What's it haunted by?
Whenever I get near it, dreams they shift, they change, they show me terrible things that come true.
Like like visions?
Aye.
Weird.
See this? And he pulls up his tunic, and you see this pretty gnarly scar, sort of jagged, a couple places. One of them frisky caterpillars got me, and I saw it in my dreams the night before. That's why I have this. He jostles the antler that has been struck into his beard.
What does that do for you?
They don't like it. I would have preferred a younger deer. Young buckets. Whatever velvet they give off, caterpillars don't like.
Could be useful for us. Kina will kind of say to the group.
Well, you'll have to find your own. I've only got the one.
Oh, don't you worry, Korbar. We won't relieve you of it.
Look like you're uncomfortable. Let's go into the light for a bit. He gestures out.
To the street.
When he
Yeah,
comes
this-
out, Rana asks him if that caterpillar was infected that bit him.
No. This was one of them. What are they? I take the proper precautions with those creatures. The frisbee caterpillars have a undead thing.
Oh, the what caterpillars? I'm missing this word.
Frisky.
Frisky?
Mhm.
Okay, frisky caterpillars. That's what he's calling them. Got it.
That's the name of my cabaret opening.
Cabaret.
Glad that's the thing you were talking about.
Uh,
Oh, are we moving outside? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
so he comes out. He stays within the doorframe, kind of shielding his eyes from the sunlight. Going out in the waste, you said?
Yeah, we're heading out soon, maybe within the next week or so. Next 2 weeks.
But, you're looking to salvage things out there?
We have other business.
Good, but yes, there's nothing out there. Nothing valuable.
The
Anything we'll find, we'll run it by you first.
Rook's rapid retrievers would beg to differ.
Hacks.
Mm-hmm. Hacks. Rana would just
Hey.
smile and say nothing.
They don't, nothing. They don't nothing.
Yeah. Do you have something against them?
No, nothing. I stay pretty close to the city.
I guess. Sure. Yeah, I guess. That's true. Probably. As far as Rana
Yeah.
knows, yeah, is that true?
That's why I said it.
Well, I'm asking the DM. Is that true as
Yes.
far as Rana knows? Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So you go for deeper dives.
Where you headed?
We'll name Ymira's castle, I guess. I don't remember the name. I remember she gave us a name.
Dakra? Or no? Is that a different one? Dakra Castle?
Oh yeah, nice, good memory.
Yeah. I've seen a castle out there. I don't go close to it. Too many frisky caterpillars.
That makes sense. You said the frisky caterpillars are undead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a necromancer out there.
You're telling me. There's at least one.
Yeah, probably 2, really. So that's where we're headed.
Looks
So I
around.
guess we'll watch out for the caterpillars.
Yeah.
Good.
Between here and there, anything besides caterpillars that we should look out for on the way?
Well,
Particular dangers?
let me see. Now you're gonna head towards the caldera first, I imagine. It's a good stopping point. Give that a wide berth unless you want to talk to some strange folk and have terrible dreams.
Is is the is the caldera on like is the caldera like immediately en route, or would we have to do a detour?
I mean, it's a collapsed volcano, so it's visible from miles away, and it it's not like a line, so you can go north or south of it pretty easily.
We don't. Okay.
Let me see if it's in that map. It is not. But it's a little bit north and west of the far western edge of the Deadwood.
North and west
Just a little north.
of the western edge of the Deadwood. Okay.
So it's along the way.
Okay. Well, he's recommending to avoid it, right?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't
Yeah.
need to. I don't need to poke that bear. I don't. I don't need bad
Yeah.
dreams.
If you go north, you want to keep out of that valley. Something in there that's not keen on living things.
Okay. What's the valley called?
Ah. Silver Hall.
Am I here for this conversation?
Yeah.
I will perk up at the mention of Silver Hall.
I imagine Rana does as well. Was it called Silver Hall when it was part of the Doisine Forest?
Yeah.
That's so. Rana looks a little heartbroken, I guess, that something.
It's been called Silver Hall for a very, very, very long time.
Yes. Yes, it has.
A very, very, very long time.
Okay, so something terrible has taken up residence in Silver Hall. That's great. What about if we go south?
Oh. South. One of them elven ruins. A bit further south than you want to go, though. I would say that you give the caldera wide berth in the south and then keep going west. Find a lake out there that's, well, there's merfolk that have turned a bit crazy.
Great. Have you explored
Up on
these
land.
elven? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Kind of leans in conspiratorially. They come up on land and hunt the land creatures.
How do you know they're merfolk?
Seen them shift.
Oh.
Walk on land with legs, and then they go back in the water and get their fins back.
Wow.
And they're all blighted, I tell you.
Okay. That's good to know.
But if you go around that lake and continue on from Solus, your castle is not too far. See a mountain range. You grew up there. Points at Kenai. And
Yeah.
just south of that mountain range is the castle.
You're from a mountain range that's in the wastes?
Originally, Kenai says, but we were driven out there, out from our home, a long, long time ago, maybe 20 years or so ago.
Probably gonna be a. Wait, which home? Those mountains?
The Tha'ana Mountains.
Those mountains have been in the wastes for longer than 20 years.
This is
Am I
out
wrong?
of character.
You got it right,
In our
Rex.
elevation. Yeah, in our elevation, was that sort of what the protection was for us, or like why it didn't reach us?
Presumably. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cold up
so-
on the tops where Kenai's people were.
Yeah, Kenai will just respond and say, up in our elevation, it seemed that the wastes were kept at bay for a bit longer, but eventually we were forced out.
Wow. Huh. So the cold. Interesting. I mean, I'm very sorry. That's. Sorry. We lost some of our forests to the wastes as well, so I know. But that was centuries ago. Yeah. So that means Rana has new understanding of Kenai's interest in finding the God Hand.
Mhm.
Okay, but she doesn't say that.
The wastes, still, the blight, the nature of this thing remains a mystery in many ways.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going around a lake that has the crazy merfolk?
Yes, yeah. Just get to the other side of it and keep going west. When you see the mountain range, start heading towards its southern range.
Mountain range, head toward the south. Okay.
Southern tip.
Okay. Have you been into those elven ruins?
Yeah, yeah, a few times.
What have you found
Oh,
there?
oh, many things. It's jewels, swords. Ooh, there was a chalice I found once that was very pretty. Got a lot of gold from that one. But that was the last of the valuable things from there. I cleared it out. Nothing left. Don't go there.
Okay. We'll make sure to give it a wide berth.
Yeah, I'm sure it's haunted too.
Uh-huh.
Worse things than merfolk. But
Sure.
flame grinds and frisky caterpillars.
Real flame giants?
Flame grinds.
Okay.
Elon Musk's ex
Sure.
Oh, flame giants.
Oh,
rhymes.
Do I know what those are?
What?
Does Rana know what those are?
Make a nature check. The kind of great cat.
Ooh. Well, I'm pretty good with cats. I grew up with cats.
Yeah, these ones are on fire.
I like fire.
Um,
But
Are
it
you still
doesn't
glowing
matter
blue?
because it doesn't matter because we're not going to go there, right? Because there's nothing valuable left.
exactly.
There you
Yes.
go. So
Very wise,
we appreciate
Young.
the warning.
elf.
Okay.
So, Lara, what are you going to this castle of the undead? Why?
well, we know at least that you've kidnapped some Goliaths. I want to see them returned. We mean to
Ah, I've seen some Goliaths in the area, that's true. I don't think you'll want them returned, though.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
But maybe some are still alive.
we hope so. We'll find out either way. Got business with, what are they, necromancers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got business with those necromancers. Maybe we'll make the waste just a little bit safer for your next journey out.
That would be good and... But we'll keep telling everyone that it's dangerous. Yes.
I like how you think. Anybody else have any questions for Korbar?
Nope.
All right. Well, I went to the mountains of yours one second. He looks around. He heads back into his hovel, and you hear him rooting around. And comes out with this battle axe. It's not like the finest example of a battle axe that you've seen, but it's serviceable, and holds it out to Kenai. Says, "My Goliath isn't the best, but I think the inscription says, what is it? The head widener." Hmm.
What is it?
The head widener.
The head widener?
I think so.
Is it a hammer?
No, it's an axe.
Okay.
Is he offering it to me?
Yeah, he's holding it out towards Kenai.
No. And we'll take the axe.
Okay.
Love a good axe, Kenai says as he kind of tests its weight and balance.
Yeah, it's a battle axe.
Awesome. Thank you for this.
Yeah, well, it's your people's. As whenever I go over there, I always look for things that might belong to your tribe.
Indeed. Oops, didn't mean to pop that in.
Oh, and you attack him with it. Interesting.
No, no.
You had to want to really test it out.
I wanted to change the name to Head Widener so I don't forget.
Oh, okay.
Do you have anything that belongs to my people?
No.
You said you found those elven ruins.
I've known Kenai for quite some time, young lady. I don't know who you are or who your people are.
She kind of gestures to herself. She's like, I mean, are there any more blue-skinned elves?
I think I sold all of those.
Okay. Do I believe him?
Insight check?
Insight.
No.
An opposed roll.
Ooh.
In fact, looking him over, you can see some trinkets that look of elven make sewn into his clothing.
She'll point to one. What about that?
A gift.
From the elven ruins?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he have anything on him that looks sacred?
Make a perception check.
Not the best.
Nothing that looks particularly valuable or historical. Anything that might have been valuable, he's probably sold.
Okay.
That's the gist of, and like looking into
Yeah.
his hovel and like the stuff that's stacked up, most of it looks like it's junk. Little trinkets and things that would otherwise not be of interest for most.
Okay. Then she'll say that if you do happen to come across anything of historical or sacred significance, I would be happy to pay you well for them, for their recovery.
Historical. 1 second. He heads into his hovel, and you can hear him moving about, similar to when he was looking for the battle axe from Kenai.
Walks out. Just yep.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Right.
Takes a few minutes. He's looking real hard.
He's trying to come up with a story of how it's historically significant.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that wasn't a good roll. He comes out. He looks crestfallen. I must have got rid of it. Sorry.
That's okay. This is a standing offer. I have family in town, so I'll be checking in pretty regularly.
All right, I'll keep that in mind, young. What's your name?
Rana.
Rana.
She bows a little.
Is that part of the name?
What? What?
Is your name Rana? And he bows.
Oh. No.
Why?
Oh, good. I can't imagine doing that every day.
I mean, I do that every day, but multiple times a day. But no, it is not part of my name.
Perfect. Yes. All right. I think I am due for another trip to the wastes.
When are you heading out?
A standing offer, you young Rana. Is that you said pay well for these artifacts?
I mean, we would have to verify that they're of historical significance to my people, but yes.
I suppose I might head out in a couple weeks then.
Maybe we'll see you out there.
Yeah. Well, if you're heading west, then that's where I'll be.
Stay safe out there, Korbar.
Yes. You
Kenai's
too.
sensing the conversation ending.
You and young Rana here. Stay safe. You 3 also. 4. How many are you? That's counting.
Too many.
He gives up halfway.
All right.
Looking around yourselves, you find that there's an extra that wasn't here at the beginning, as Valis is standing next to Ambrose.
Oh.
What?
My boy!
Your attention has been on Corvo. He just sort of sidled in.
Brilliant.
Ambrose hugs Valis immediately.
Yeah, I mean, obviously gives him a hug back. Hold on, I got a silly message from Omega that I need to address, but I will do that in a minute. Yeah, it's back. Ooh. I knew old Urrath wasn't gonna keep you.
Oh man.
But I was gonna have to go in myself.
What have you been doing this whole time, my man? From what I heard, you just went into a portal and dipped with the Ambrose looks around. The thing.
You can see Korbar leans in with an ear pointed at you as you whisper.
Goodbye, Korbar. Thank you.
No,
Ambrose.
goodbye. We'll see you soon.
Yes, stay safe.
You stay vigilant.
Yes.
I
She
like
watches
Korbar.
until he closes the door.
Okay. He closes the door. You see one of the shutters open slightly.
Is it there's okay, and then Rana will usher the let's go. We can talk about this on the way.
Palace responds to Ambrose saying, I went down to the to the depths. Right. Looking for my brethren, you know. Forsaken are bastards, but they've got some skills. You know, our Bloody Mother gives gifts not unlike powers similar to our Lord Vesemir here. Nudges Ambrose.
Uh, okay. So I
You were communicating with a deity?
connected.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you, Jeff. Oh,
Okay, there we go.
no, I don't talk to
It's
the Bloody Mother. That's crazy. I got out of there. But
okay.
I know people who do.
okay.
I think the dog just ran to the door.
Oh,
One sec. Let me double check that she's
didn't pee in the
peeing
kitchen?
all over the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this is a
Yeah,
very
I don't-
long cord, so I.
Oh, wow, that was comedy.
Bruh, the cord has better comedic timing than I do. That's fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
she went to the door. I'll go let her out, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me when it happens, by the way, but every like 20 minutes, the little text that says voice connected goes red and says RTC disconnected.
Oh, weird.
And I don't know what that means or how to fix it.
I think it might just be
RPC.
instability in the connection.
Yeah, it's something to do. I've tried resetting my router. I've switched browsers now. I used to be on Chrome, now I'm on Firefox, and it's still happening, so
Weird.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm back.
Ew.
Do I believe Alice?
Inside check.
Yeah, you do. What?
Wait, question. Gup, do you use Discord in a browser?
I do, yes.
Interesting.
Is there
Have you-
another way to use it?
There's a desktop application you can install.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could do
he's-
that.
He seems pretty forthcoming, and I mean,
Quick Google, the RTC thing seems to be a browser specific issue.
Oh, good to know.
It looks like it could also be some sort of plug-in issue.
Okay, I do have many plugs.
Yeah, so download the app.
Alice has
I'll
been
download that.
forthcoming and forthright for the most part, so I don't see any reason to doubt him.
Okay. How much does Rana know about their deity?
I mean, smatterings here and there. It's kind of like a surface level understanding,
Okay.
most likely.
Maybe a couple of names here and there, and that
Yeah.
she's terrible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I couldn't. Once I got the sending from the blue guy, looks around for the missing ruin. I made all speed to get back here, but I, can't teleport out of that place, so I had to run.
Did you
Oh,
teleport into
okay.
the place?
No, just the out, just inside, just on the edge.
Okay. Good timing. Well, actually, we might not need to go anymore, but just in case the flotation device doesn't work, where is the closest entrance to the depths?
Oh, I know a couple. I would have one in the. I used the one in the Deadwood just now. But there's one up near your keep, north, and
Well, that's
Just
really
one.
far away.
a couple days travel. You're running.
You run really fast.
Yes.
Most people don't run that fast. That's longer than a couple days travel.
He's speedy.
He is. I was hoping for something a little closer.
My people, growing up, you don't know what what to believe when you're older about the stories you were told when you were young, but supposedly there was an entrance in uh, what are those people called? One second while I look at a note. Um, Sometimes these notes are not as easy to find as you might hope. Kristen, where is the physical characteristics of the elves? Oh, there it is. Characteristic.
Wait.
I found it. No, I didn't find it. There it is.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're.
It just reminds me of Griffin's Xbox.
Supposedly, there's an entrance where
Oh,
your
goodness.
your purple-colored brethren live.
Purple-colored brethren.
The Reyesine?
No, not the other ones. The angry ones.
Oh,
They're not purple. They're like. Okay, so the Lysine.
Yeah, those guys. I knew I remember their name. I just didn't remember it when I wanted to.
Okay, that's weird. They're not purple. They're like very pale. Like some of them have like purple tinge, but
It's like a
Any-
pale purple.
sure. Okay. 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 Uh that's interesting. Is that closer than the one in Heath?
Um, if it well,
Right, we don't know if
it's
it exists.
around the same distance. I mean, you're gonna be traveling through forest, so that'll slow you down.
Right. Okay, so Heath is probably still a better option if we have to go through the depths. Okay. Good to know. Well, we're heading into the forest for a few well, actually it's about a week. We're heading a few days in and it'll be a few days back. Um Oh, I forgot to say, before they leave, Rana's gonna ask Gaz if he's coming. What is Gaz up to?
Um, what was he doing? Yeah. Presumably, you would have checked in on him at Chiron's.
Yeah.
He was
'Cause
mostly just practicing with the whip in the backyard.
Because she recommended that he check in with Aunt Triona and Auntie Letta to
Right.
to see if they can help him with his hearing. Did he do that? Like, is there any progress on that front?
Gaz would tell you that um, they Aunt Stray has given him a couple of tests solutions that tasted terrible, and so far no luck.
Okay. Well, okay. So then, is he gonna stay here and keep working with her?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything on your wish list? We are going to fight the necromancer, and they use lots of bones.
I'm gonna go with you.
Okay.
oh, Gaz is great.
Okay.
It's wait what? It's over my head. I don't know what's happening.
Gaz, Rana will explain to Kenai that if you want to go let the puppy in. Sorry, I know. I can
Hear her barking?
He can hear her barking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rana will explain to Kenai, and I guess to Lightem as well, that her brother was raised in the Far Realm, where the aberrations are from, because he was stolen as a baby. and he basically absorbs magical parts, mostly bones of magical creatures, and he can like basically turn them into weapons that he can then use. That's
Is he
part of
coming
his-
with us?
He is now, yes, because
Okay.
he wants
You
to
offered
go.
bones.
Because yes, yeah, yep.
He can never turn down a good bone.
Yeah, I see.
Well, then, if he's coming, then Rana will make sure that he brings any of the test solutions that Dre would have maybe have sent with him to try.
Yeah. She can work up a couple more over the next week while you're
Perfect.
waiting on the flotation device.
Perfect.
All right. What do you do now?
Rana picks up her armor.
Yep.
And it's already paid for.
Yep.
And also offers her leather armor to, like, she's not going to wear it anymore. So if they can make use of it, like reuse it, or at least use the constituent parts.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
they want it at all?
That's all it has is the enchantment from Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll offer 50 gold for it.
Cool. Great. Perfect.
All right. What do you do now?
We head into the forest.
All right. If we are heading into the forest, Kenai will want to pause first and kind of gather everyone around him. While we were in the city, I had something commissioned for our group. And Kenai will pull out a little maybe leather pouch and pour the leather pouch into his hand. And in his hand, you can see 7 different rings of various resistance effects.
Oh, what?
For so Kenai will take the first one for Ambrose. This is a ring of lightning resistance. Inset into the ring is a citrine. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but citrine
Close enough.
gem, which shines yellowish gold amazingly. So you'll hand that over to Ambrose.
Ri-Fi, are you making us Planeteers right now?
For Lydum, who recently joined our group, a ring with an amethyst stone set into it. It offers a poison resistance. For Rana, a ring of cold resistance with a tourmaline gem set into it. For Rowan, who isn't here, which we should discuss how we're going to communicate that we're going into the forest, if that hasn't been communicated already. He gets some radiant resistance with a topaz gemstone. For Tunnist, thunder resistance with a spinel gem, Spinel.
Spinel, something like that.
Spinel, yep. And then for Valis is a ring of force resistance with a sapphire gem set into it.
Force resistance?
So, force resistance, yes.
Wow.
I will pop these into.
I'm just putting them on character sheets.
Oh,
Oh,
I
did
will
you?
Okay.
stop putting it on
Thank
myself. then.
you.
I had all of them in my inventory ready to distribute,
Oh,
but
that's
I
funny.
will. It's okay. Got rings everywhere. But that's for our group. And when the 7 are put together, who knows what special things may happen. But wanted to do something special before we left.
Like,
And
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, that's
I guess while we're
Hell
handing
yeah.
out rings,
very much appreciated.
While we're
Yeah.
handing out rings, Rana is gonna give a platinum ring Well, this can be up for discussion, but I recently learned a new trick where whoever is wearing this platinum ring, she'll hold it up. Basically, I can give them resistance to damage, and I'll take half. So I was thinking of giving it to Ambrose because most of you are fine. Just I have to stay within a certain distance of this person, or the spell is broken. And usually I'm in the back, and most of the time so is Ambrose. So, if
You take warding bond.
I did.
Okay.
So they have to stay within 60 feet of me, but you'll get
Okay.
Ambrose. You'll get +1 AC, and +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage. And basically, I'll be sharing the damage that you take because I noticed
Oh wow.
that when you get hit really hard, and so mitigating that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, so that's a thing I was also going to fix. I was thinking about it. This is out of character. Um, I haven't rolled hit dice like the last 3 times we've leveled up. So I've been at 80 HP for like 4 levels.
Nice. That doesn't change the fact that every
So,
time you get
but
hit,
still.
you get hit for like 90.
Yes.
So
Ambrose.
does everybody...
Ambrose has a way of getting beat the fuck up in every single encounter we do.
In like one hit, you always seem to just like attract the sniper.
Yeah, you have.
Most
That's crazy. Yeah, you need to roll this.
I should. Mostly through his own. It's usually his fault, but
Well, sure, you're attracting attention, but it's mostly because you're being very
I'm
effective.
blaming Ambrose.
You calling him attractive?
No, like he's doing his
Ayo.
job,
Oh, you're
and
not?
that's attracting attention. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay. Does everybody agree that this ring is best suited for Ambrose? This seems like the best place for it.
Agreed.
Okay,
I have a silly question.
sure.
I also have warding bond just because artificers just innately get it for free.
Okay.
What happens if I have it active on me and you're wearing my ring?
I don't
And then,
know.
sorry, and then you have it active with Guff, and then Guff gets hit. Do you take half of Guff's, and then I take half of that? How does that? Does it give him plus? Never mind it. I don't think this works at all. Now that I think about it. Like, do a chain of them. I think
What
it
if-
just means that we all end up taking a little bit of damage every time one
That's yeah.
What
Somebody-
if
with
Hold
no
on.
benefit.
Jacob, are
what
you
if you
talking?
guys
Both spells would end, or at least the original one would, because warding bond states that.
Oh.
what if
Oh,
you guys
yep.
both made rings and then I wore both of them? Would I just be
If you can't have it double cast on the same person, is
I didn't have double resist? Okay.
So Rana will give that ring to Ambrose.
Hell yeah. Is
I
that
think the intention is that I'm supposed
the-
to use it on like Liger, but it doesn't seem Liger never gets hit for one thing.
so
Someone
the
just said, like challenge accepted.
the +1 to the AC and saving throws, is that just always on or only when the thing is
No,
active?
I'll tell you when I've cast the spell, but you need
Okay,
this
cool.
platinum ring for me to be able to cast it.
Yeah, sure. I'll put on
Okay.
a ring.
Okay.
Ambrose looking like
Bling bling.
about 20% of the Mandarin after today, but
I look like Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Okay. I've made a note on my character sheet that the second run is with you then, with Ambrose.
It's with Ambrose.
Yes.
Okay.
woohoo.
You continue out of the city, passing through one of the southwestern gates. And
Somebody's trying to
You're-
play with the puppy while he's narrating.
You hear a dog toy?
it's the oddest thing. I mean, there is a park right here, so it makes sense that there'd be dogs, but as you're passing through, a figure in a rough spun robe approaches, wearing a porcelain mask. It's featureless. As soon as he speaks, you can tell it's not mask. But nonetheless.
Does the mask, is the mask reminiscent of Mask? Is he trying to, does it look like he's trying to look like Mask?
It's featureless.
The
All of
mask
Mask all of the ones Mask has worn have had some design.
Okay.
Could be, there was the one that was like a wolf's face.
Right.
Where'd she go? Oh, she's up the stairs.
Oh no.
She's halfway up the stairs. She's coming down, so she went up.
Okay, that's good.
And so as you pass through it, the figure approaches and goes right up to Ambrose. You're Ambrose, yeah? Mask wants to know how your training's going. Summoning the tentacle horror from beyond, that sort of thing.
What?
Ambrose puts his hands up and takes a step back and says, "Whoa."
You got all the tattoos. I was told that you're barely wearing anything, and then you're with them people.
Who wants to know?
Mask.
That's none of his business.
Well, it still wants to know.
Well, tell Mask to politely fuck off.
I'm not telling him that.
Well, please tell Mask to mind his own business. And this is none of his.
I'm not going to tell him that either.
Well, then tell him whatever you would like, but we're not telling you.
Can I tell him how the training's going?
Sure, if you want to make
Training?
something up.
Well, you summon eldritch horrors from beyond this realm and you bring them here, and Mask wants to know if you're going to stop.
You know what? How about you go tell Mask to suck my tattooed eldritch ween?
Oh my god.
Sorry, Twitch. PG stream.
PG.
I can neither confirm nor deny anything at this time. Also, rolling it back a little bit, who are you?
Oh, I mean, my name's Charlie.
Charlie.
Sorry. Yeah, Charlie. I'm Charlie. You might have met my cousin, Steven.
Steven is
Wait.
your cousin?
No, that's me being
okay.
silly.
Okay.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I felt the urge. I knew I shouldn't, but I still is dumb to say. So, Charlie.
Okay, Charlie. I really appreciate the enthusiasm, but not really in the telling Mask what's happening right now mood. So, shoo.
All right. Well, I mean, he's gonna keep asking,
And
but I guess I did what he told me to do. So, toodaloo. Oh, well, actually, he turns back. Rana?
I guess Rana just crosses her arms.
There was some chap come through the north gate a little while ago, asking about you. Mask wanted you to know. Shaved head, tattoos. He's yay tall.
Okay. Thanks.
I just want to make sure that you're not, in any danger.
I mean, thanks.
All right, toodaloo. He turns
All
around
right.
and he walks into the city.
Oh, fuck. We gotta go.
What in the world's happening?
Well,
You know that person?
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
I mean,
Said-
not him, but we know the guy he works for.
Shit.
Or
Well-
she, actually. Charlie's kind of neutral.
If
if Mask has sent somebody to tell you something at the North Gate, is that something we would want to go even bother with?
Yeah, Rana, do you know any bald guys with tattoos that would be interested in you?
Besides Kenai.
You're interested.
And Ambrose. Ambrose pulls off his wig. No, that's not canon. That's I'd retract that. I want that stricken from the record.
Yeah.
I guess bald guy with tattoos asking for me. Bald guy with tattoos. Okay, you know what? Shit. He's already gone. Okay, 1 second. Rana casts sending. And oh god, no, this is there's no way this is good. Rana casts sending and sends it to Athan. And asks if go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say we should take a very short break, or at least I should. So yeah, if you want to take a minute,
And
because we haven't yet.
Okay.
Sure. I'll be back in 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna run downstairs and switch out my laundry, so I might be in a couple minutes too.
Okay.
Right.
Dude, you're still gone.
I think so, yeah.
I stepped away too. Weird when everyone steps away because it's like everyone has to like sound off.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Ew. Tonist also, or Omega, he went down to,
Like
do he went down to do a quick chore. He'll be probably back in a couple minutes.
Alice got the best ring.
Yeah, he did.
I was
Resistance to
Stone is
force.
a very good ring.
looking
It
at
is
this.
a very, very good ring.
It's very,
pretty cool.
very low, Griffin.
Is that better?
Yes,
Yeah.
much.
Is thunder an official type?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, like the
it's
cats.
It's the new Sonic. Sonic
Yeah,
isn't a
that's what I
thing.
thought.
They just renamed it.
It's really annoying. It should have stayed Sonic.
Like the hedgehog, or
That one's probably. The Radiant one's super good too,
Yeah, it is.
and then obviously Fire.
Mm.
Because like Force is hard to get, but Force doesn't come up that often either.
I guess.
yeah.
Fire is easy to get, but comes up like all the time.
Right.
As good as that city damage or whatever it was.
That's true. Half city damage.
What a
Yeah, you get that toy.
busted feat.
Oh man, I love going back to old 3.5 books and pulling material for 5th edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also
Go
it's
ahead.
interesting when people are discussing 5th edition character options and think they're super duper strong in this edition. I just wanna like I don't know. I wanna slap somebody, but there's nobody to slap.
Yeah.
Where's Jeremy Crawford?
Yeah.
Well,
Like I distinctly remember old like 3.5 forums for people where there was a group of people who were like, yeah, if your like 15th level character can't one-shot an ancient red dragon in one turn, if you have less than an 80% chance of succeeding at that, the character's not
Yeah.
optimized for combat.
Yeah, but that's like a different level where you're using
my
like
God.
true exploits and stuff like that.
Yeah, just the like run of the mill people are much stronger.
Like
Yeah.
if you just use like what Pathfinder was and you took like just the summoner, like just a summoner,
Just the
like
just
Eidolon on his own would kill like our whole party right now. Not in a special made one or anything, just one.
Yeah, those numbers got way bigger and were crazy. It probably has like I don't know, an AC of 35.
Oh God.
It
Yeah.
would kill like it would probably depending on what type it was, could kill one of us every turn or grapple one of us every turn.
grapple one every turn is such a strong move. If you restrain, not in this edition.
I disagree. I think grappling's very good. Not as good, but
Not in this edition because he's just dropping them down to 0 move.
and then you knock them down.
You can knock them down, yeah, but
So you grapple them and to put them to 0 move, then you knock them down, and then they can't stand.
it's a
then
good tactic. That's what those coordinated skeletons were doing.
And then you can go to dual wielding and start just swinging away. Because you don't need to have both hands to grapple. For some reason.
You don't need either hand really.
Yeah, you don't need either hand.
You're just sitting on them. Okay, so sendings were completed. It looks like. So
Yeah,
what do you do now?
Rana will tell the party that it is Athen. Tonist and Ambrose met Athen.
Why do I know that name?
Because you've met him.
You've met him.
Yeah.
And he.
That's my
Chaos
own
Little
character. Yes.
Yeah, that's the healer dude with the kung fu grip.
Not as much of a healer, if I remember correctly, but
What?
Or like
Was
Really?
it he do healing? I don't remember.
Was he
not
a
healing.
Harvey
It
and
was
a
like
healing type?
He's
not necessarily
mercy-
healing,
yeah,
but
mercy-
like
mercy
So
monk?
many people trying to talk.
oh my god, I remember there being like alchemy stuff with Athen. Like he was always collecting herbs and stuff. Am I remembering that right, or is that someone else?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Okay, that's what I mean.
Oh, right. Yeah, he could make, he can make us healing potions, I suppose.
Herb.
So Athen is coming. I probably will be an hour or two before he makes it from Northgate to Southgate.
That's up to Jacob.
Alazan,
but
is that
he's-
correct?
Oh, you were asking me if he was right at Northgate when you sent that sending, sure.
Okay. well, I don't know where he was, so yeah, if he's at Northgate, it's gonna be a couple hours, I guess. Oh, then so I guess while we're waiting, um, she'll explain to Kenai and Lightum that Ethan is I guess we went through a lot in Shifnal together, so I'll call him a friend. He helped us root out and defeat an Illithid that was kidnapping people from the little town in Shifnal, and then decided to go back to Kingsdale. I'm not sure why he's here now, but I sent him a letter saying that, if he needed help, to come find me. And so I guess maybe he needs help with something. It shouldn't detour us. I'll put him on the wait list if he needs me to like run off and do something, but because we have our priorities, obviously. But
For about an hour, Ethan comes walking along the road. You can get a short rest if you want.
ooh, short rest.
Ooh.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think
I'll
anyone
expand
needs
all
it.
I
my
don't
short
need-
rest
yeah.
features first and then do it.
Anybody needs to switch some spells around or something?
59 minutes later, roll initiative.
Actually, I think I will. Well, no, I wouldn't have known to do that. Hold on, but I am a little low on spells. So, if I pray,
What
I
a statement.
regain. How does this work? The number of times you can use this feature is based on the level you've reached in this class.
So what level are you?
Class.
What level am I? Hold on.
7, I think.
Yeah, 7.
So 7 times.
You can expend a use of your channel divinity.
So
Regain
chaos.
1 expended spell slot. I'm sorry. I do think I'll do that during our short rest.
Short rest. Okay. So, Chaos, why don't you describe Ethan for everyone?
Sure. Ethan's a human, medium height. He's, I think, like 5'8", 140 pounds ish. Fairly slender, but decently muscled. He wears pretty loose-fitting clothes, light colors, but doesn't have anything on his arms, so it's sleeveless. You see a lot of like pouches dangling from his hips and his backpack, but pretty just. He's got tattoos on his arms and head as well, but other than that, he's kind of just an ordinary person. He's not running around wielding a great sword, and he's not, a 7-foot-tall blue person.
If I may ask, what? Oh God. If I may ask, what sort of style are the tattoos in?
Most of them are like a tribal sort, but he has one that I'd have to go back and double check. It's either on his arms or possibly like on his chest that you'd be able to see a little bit in the front of his shirt, but it's like a tribal bear.
Ooh.
But yeah. That's what he's got going on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so he's here.
Yeah. So he.
Hi. It's me. I know I look super different, but it's
Not that different.
well, the hair.
Well,
It's pretty
yeah,
different.
but things were crazy last time I saw you guys. I still don't know what normal is for you.
Okay.
Any
That's
of
fair.
you.
Sure. Is everything okay? What's up?
I just wanted to make sure things were okay with you. I got your letter and figured you should know. He pulls out of his one of his pockets what appears to be a wanted notice with a description of Rana on it.
Uh-oh.
Uh, like, well, these were up in Kingsdale for a bit, so I thought I'd let you know about that.
How long ago did you see that?
It was a while back.
Okay. I thank you. I have taken care of that. I met with the Earl myself. But I appreciate it. You came all the way down here for that. I mean, it is a big bounty. Hello? Chaos, I can't hear you anymore.
I must have cut out. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it cut out for me too, just a little bit.
Okay. Well, I've been getting a little bit of wanderlust. Uh, Being cooped up in Kingsdale and kind of a war going on, maybe.
Oh,
Not super fun.
that's true.
So I figured I'd go out, see what's going on. What have you guys been up to?
Well,
Shooting and stabbing.
That sounds that sounds about right. I see there are some new additions to your group, and some have left.
yeah. Yeah.
Ambrose puts an arm around Valis. Was Ethan there for Valis, or was that Rowan?
Rowan was. Ethan
Okay.
was not, I don't think. No.
Ethan was there when when Ambrose was flirting with what's his name?
Cause.
Cause.
Oh yeah. I ditched my demon boyfriend for an old flame. Hey.
A better
Excellent.
choice.
Better choice, personally.
you're-
How are the kids?
Your demon boyfriend got what he wanted, by the way.
I'm sorry?
I don't know. You had like that little flame guy, and then there was the bone thing. I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, they're all fine for the most part, or dead. I don't know.
Still
Kids
got a
is
bone
strong
thing.
word. There's still bone things around. I was more saying what to Rana's comment.
I tried to send Althea a message, and the spell failed.
Oh.
Huh.
Damn. Okay.
Interesting.
So there's not much we can do about that, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll figure all this out later.
yeah.
Glad to have you back in the team, Ethan.
We're about to go take a walk in the forest, but then we're heading into a place that's not so pleasant. We're going into the wastes. Are you sure? I mean, it'll be more
Pleasant is
research on
an
the
opinion.
blight, I guess. But
Yeah. It's always good to keep an eye on that.
okay,
No
okay,
one tells better.
okay. Are you sure? It doesn't get calmer. Like Shifnal actually seems to be pretty par for the course so far.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't have, been willing to join you guys if I didn't know what I was signing up for.
Okay.
It's pretty much anything is possible.
That is true. Well, you'll get along with Lightum here. He seems to approach situations similarly to how you do, if I recall correctly.
Oh, that's great to hear. Nice to meet you too, by the way. 3, I guess, with Valis. I'm Ethan.
Oh my gosh.
Introduces himself to Lightum and Kenai, and Valves.
Kenai smiles sheepishly and gives him a wave. Pippin chirps.
Rana smiled sheepishly.
Just like right now.
No, she had turned into a sheep like the session before you joined us.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Good times. Don't trust rugs, as it turns out.
Oh yeah, that is lesson number 1 apparently.
In our long list of things that are now untrustworthy, rugs is at the top.
Rugs is at the top.
And I think I heard chests also are.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's always on the list.
I didn't get you a ring, Ethan. Sorry.
Also,
It's okay. I'm not sure what that means, but all right.
Shall we depart?
Yeah.
What's that?
The route to this glade, is it for the most part like off the road?
Yes. Well, the route, you can take the road in for a ways and then leave it. You don't have to go all the way through just forested.
Okay. So I guess what I'm wondering is there any point in like buying or renting a cart and like
Are you-
transportation?
Are you hauling anything?
No.
Okay.
Like just to speed the travel a little bit.
Oh, I mean it's
Or horses, I guess. I don't know. Something.
Well, Kenai has got an
You-
ability that's kind of neat. That allows us to move faster,
Okay.
double our speed when we're all together.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
And I'm fairly good at pathfinding through forests myself, so oh wow.
Did you throw it into the
oh, that's
chat?
cool.
Yeah, I popped the feature in.
Cool.
Oh, and mounted or on foot. So would that work in the Doom engine?
I don't know if we're considered
Gosh.
mounted in the Doom engine.
Mounted
If I
Well,
put a
what you
saddle
do
on
is
the Doom engine,
What you do is you take some donkeys into the Doom engine and you get on those.
There you go.
if I just put a
Okay.
saddle on the roof of the Doom engine and sit on it, does that count?
Everyone would have to sit on it.
But
We
if we're
need, like,
standing
a
in the
bunch
Doom
of-
engine,
Yeah,
we're
the
on
Doom engine's
foot.
moving quick. Yeah.
Okay, so are we good to go on foot then? Or do we want to try to get mounts?
Nathan's not
Good.
interested in a mount.
Yeah,
I think-
I think we'll just walk there like elk.
Oh, okay.
Indeed. Prance.
Walk over there.
Okay.
Elk walk.
Okay, so that means that the 1 or 2 day, or the 2-ish day journey that Rana had anticipated is 1 day because you're all moving at twice the speed that you thought you were going to be.
Oh, great. Well, also, how much speed does the Fiacine armor give us?
Extra
I-
10.
We
No,
haven't.
extra 5.
Yeah, we haven't put that in the character sheets yet. I don't
No.
think.
You just
so
got that armor, so. Like finalized.
I've had it for like a week.
It's the
Oh.
finished touches of the ensemble.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so everyone will have an extra 5 feet of speed. So long as Rana can call them friend.
Oh, that's neat. I want to
Oh.
know more about this armor.
So she can take it back and be withholding if need be.
So is that without a radius? Like just like other people? Every friend she has is just faster?
Yeah, I think it's who she. No, I think it's who she considers as like part of her squad, so it would apply to the party.
That'd be great. Someone's just like walking down the street. all of a
Suddenly, it's
sudden,
faster.
across the lane, they're like, "What's going on?" And this. Okay, so you travel down the path of this road into the Elven Forest. It's serene in ways. It's very quiet and peaceful walking through. There's a calmness to it, despite the fact that it is a heavily wooded area.
Rana looks like she's having the time of her life. She's like blissed out.
What's Ethan's passive perception?
Let me check. 24.
Ethan, Rana, and Tonus, and Kenai and Liger at times will catch glimpses of elves in full plate passing around the sort of the flanks of the group. They are quickly left behind though, as you hustle down the road as elk.
Does
Excellent.
Rana recognize them as the
Yes,
Did we ever rename them?
yes. I forget what we renamed them
I
though.
don't. Okay. Okay, but okay, they are what I think they are.
Yep. Yeah. So they'll be seen like 50 feet out into the woods and in the tree line. They're kind of barely seeing them. You really only see them because they're trying to keep up with you in a hopeless endeavor.
Um, how long do they try to pursue us?
I mean, they're like within like a half minute, you'd be leaving them behind.
Okay, well, I don't. I feel like if Rana sees them, she would stop to talk to them and just let them know who they are and where they're going and why. Like, I mean, the why would be a very simple. We're going to meet with Master Seraphun at the what was it? Splintered Light Glade, something like that.
Okay. Um. Okay. So then the first time this happens, it's they're appreciative of the information. They first let you know that um, generally they only see merchants travel out from Three Rivers. It's unusual to see a group like yours. They are wary, and they don't pull up their face masks on their helmets.
That's
They're
fair.
very businesslike and sort of regimented, making sure that they're being cautious in their dealings with you.
Okay. Is there any sign of recognition that they recognize who Rana is?
Rana told them her name. I might have missed
Oh
that.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yes, she would have
Um,
told him.
okay. They there's a slight hesitation, but they don't seem to treat you any differently.
Okay.
Keep to the path until you get closer.
Okay. We'll do that. So we can keep going.
You have a lot of weapons to be meeting with Serfin.
We're not. Yes, that's because
They're-
right after we go to talk to Seraphun, we're heading out to the wastes to deal with a necromancer.
Make a persuasion check. You can do it at advantage.
I suck at persuasion. Okay, that might help a little bit.
You
Very
do
well.
suck at persuasion.
They they're looking mostly at Kenai when they talk about how many weapons you have. You know our ways,
I
and
do.
sort of wave you on. This doesn't stop the appearance of others as you continue down the path.
That's fine.
Seem they may be checking in or just a new group that hadn't heard. Just looking in on these people that are gambling down the road.
At a ridiculous pace.
Yes. Oh, what the least speedy of you would be going 70 feet around, and that's just a normal walk.
It's
We're like
ridiculous.
fucking power walking.
Oh,
Valis is running circles around.
Right? I was
himself.
gonna say, Valis is gonna have to like.
Oh my god.
Valis is moving in slow motion.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Nice. But yeah, because no one bothers you as you pass the other travelers. They look at astonished as you speed by. Imagine I think of the way they did Planet of the Apes where they had those cars pulling the like conveyor belts that the actors were running on, and how like when you look at it in that frame, it looks really strange because they're being pulled along this path that they're also running on. I kind of think of that sort of thing where it looks like you're not moving as fast as you should be, but you're just taking.
Yeah, they did that in one of the Avengers movies where it's basically just like
Civil
a
War.
rug being pulled behind a car.
That they're
I think
also
that was-
running on.
I
Yeah.
think that was Civil War when Cap
Yes,
and
it was
Black
Civil
Panther
War. You're right.
was facing
Oh yeah.
Bucky.
Yeah, makes sense. So
They
yeah,
use it a lot
when people are faster than they should be.
they did it a lot in the Captain America movies because like every third dude's a super soldier or something, so everyone's always chasing up to cars.
Right.
As the sun is, it's low in the sky when you reach your destination. There's a section of trees that have varying colors of foliage, and as the light breaks through, it's sort of beams of purples and oranges and yellows light up this area, cover the ground in odd illumination for a forest, but it's demarcated swaths of light. In the center of this clearing is just a elf in simple clothing. He's got his eyes closed, sitting cross-legged.
Rana will ask the party to stay at the edge of the clearing, and then she'll hand someone her weapons. So she'll take off her bow, both of her bows, her quiver, and her rapier and her dagger. Pretty sure those are the only weapons she has. Well, the weapons.
Weapons?
I mean, she has the bells.
Mm.
She's gonna keep the bells.
All the bells and whistles.
And then she'll ask them to wait here, and then she will slowly and respectfully approach and sit across from him.
Okay.
Like in
So
front
Rana
of-
approaches this sort of goldenrod skinned man, sort of sitting peacefully. You can see that leaves have fallen on him and just sitting like on his shoulder. See one in his lap that haven't been moved. Rana sits down in front of him.
Mhm.
And then
I think she'll wait for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know.
5 minutes go by.
Hmm.
Ten minutes go by.
Okay, after 10 minutes, I feel like she would do something, but I'm not sure what.
In the face.
What?
Nothing.
Maybe start singing a Miocene chant that she learned while she was there. Just one of. I guess reassurance. And like clarity.
Does Rana have the bag of holding with all the coin in it?
Rana has the bag of holding. I don't know how much.
Like party coin that hasn't been
Oh,
divvied up.
Yeah, because It wouldn't be with Rowan.
Well,
Okay.
okay. The frustrating part about that is I've been asking. I just don't know what the numbers are. I feel like we would have sat down and
It's fine. I
divvied
just
that
want to
up.
know if she has the bag or not.
The bag
If
of holding is with Rana. Yes.
we can worry about the divvied up amounts after the session.
Okay.
Make sure that that's dealt with.
The bells are not in the bag of holding though. They're all on her person.
Okay. Rana chants and comes to the conclusion. Surfun hasn't moved.
I don't know what to do.
Are you telling me that?
No. Then I guess Rana will wait for a few more moments and just say his name. Master Seraphim?
I'm here.
That's great. Well, I wanted to tell you something.
You've recovered our bell.
Yes.
Good.
I can't give it back.
No, I don't suppose that would be best.
What do you mean?
There isn't one capable yet.
Capable of what?
The introspection required.
Ah, you don't have another ascendant. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
I see.
I take it from you. They'll ask for one.
There might not be another one.
Stays quiet.
I was told to make the bells whole. Do you know what that might mean?
You reference to our music? Or to bringing the clans together? Mother Elflock. There are possibilities. But who told you?
The Grandmaster. They said to gather the bells and make them whole.
Considerable task.
Yes.
I have no insight for you on this at this time, but will consider its import.
Thank you. Do you know anything about the Lycine? What Primarch Theron is up to?
He's bending the sound.
How?
He travels back to the homeland of the Lycine and starts it little by little.
Their ancestral forest.
Yes.
Really quick question. Rana knows about the. Does Rana know about the the chakra center things that we had talked about?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where that I don't know how they would refer to it. I don't think we gave it a name. Do you know where it is?
Does Jacob know where it is? That's the real question.
It sounds like no based on the question.
Does Jacob remember the name of the place that it is? Or does he have to pull it up? I mean, he has to pull it up, obviously, but um, right. Yes. It's the ancient home at Rula.
Rula?
Sort of.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Probably pronounced differently if you say it right.
Does Rana have well, there will be maps that Rana can consult when her time comes. We have to stop him.
Hmm.
Could he be doing this at Ly's command? He's the bellkeeper.
Seems unlikely.
To what end?
Doesn't have an answer for you.
Okay. I'm sorry about Illidan. Miss her.
He was a good student. But you have an observer. First time he's moved since Rana's entered the glade, he opens his eyes and looks to her bag. Says, "There's something in your possession that we need to remove. May I?" He reaches towards the bag.
Sure. She'll hand it to him.
Roots around for a bit. You can hear things jostled and maybe tipping over, coins and tinkling of metal, and eventually pulls out a single gold coin and hands the bag back to Rana.
What's that?
Focal point. Unclear. Whose focal point? It's unusual being in that space that it's usable here on Erda.
May I?
Hands it back.
Rana will look at the gold coin. Does it, I mean,
Looks like,
we find gold everywhere.
yeah, where'd this one come from?
Yeah.
It looks relatively newly minted, Three Rivers original. Make a perception check.
Fuck.
Yeah, I agree. Womp womp. Looks normal.
Okay.
How and why Surfin thinks that it's a focal point for some sort of observer is unclear. When Rana looks back up, he's gone back to his meditative posture. His eyes are closed once more.
Thank you. If there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
We'll seek you out when I have an answer for you.
All right. So then Rana will stand and offer a very low bow and then walk back to the party. holding that gold coin.
Rana comes back with a gold coin in hand.
He said this is being used as a focal point, but I couldn't see anything. Would be nice to have Rowan here. Can anybody else make anything out of this? Like
This is a
focal
bit
point,
out of my
I don't know,
wheelhouse, Chief.
for
The back of
scrying, maybe?
the hair on the back of Rowan's neck prick up a bit.
Excellent.
Maybe tonist. Like, can you see anything on this? Like,
Anyone that wants to can make a
What would
perception check.
a what check?
Perception.
Perception.
Hey,
wow.
that is a gold coin.
The Three Rivers coins. The obverse has a crowd of people. It's supposedly representative of the populace, but common rumor is that it's really just all the bankers that came together to mint them. You can see, some minor details on some, like a mustache, like goatee. Some are bald. It's very difficult to make out a lot of them, because of how many are on that side. But Ethan sees one whose face is obscured by a mask.
Son of a bitch. Does Ethan share that information with Park?
Yes, he does.
Rana curses. She says, son of a bitch.
Yep, nice. True to life.
New friend?
Friend, how much could you guys hear about that conversation? Or with that?
Sound carried well enough. Most of what it was said would have been heard.
Okay, great. Mask killed the last bellkeeper of this clan. So no, not exactly a friend.
Hmm.
And he was after me for a while. We have a tenuous ceasefire currently. And apparently he's been spying on us using this. Just great. So,
Using the coin.
yeah. I'm not sure how we came across this, but we do find gold pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can Rana melt the coin?
Would you like to do that?
Uh,
In the middle of a forest.
oh, that's true. Well, let's
Probably.
go. Oh, fuck.
I mean, we are in the middle of a forest. We could just pitch it into a bush.
I guess, but I don't want to litter.
I wouldn't leave it in
Okay.
the land of the elves either, right?
Is it considered littering when it's money? If someone drops $100 bill on like a freeway, do they get fined $1,000?
900.
Perfect.
Okay, I guess we'll keep it with us for now. The sun is setting, you said, right?
Yes. Well, it's low in the sky. It's not quite to the horizon, but it will be soon.
We're not gonna make it back to the city before it sets.
Not, no, not if that's what you're going for, without some sort of teleportation.
How long will it take? Well, if we headed straight back to the city,
About 5 hours.
5 hours. Okay. Do you guys just want to head back to the city, or do you want to camp out here tonight?
I want to go
I've
fight
got-
something.
I've got no problem with camping.
Does Kenai see? Well, I think what we should do while we're in this forest. Oh, never mind. I wanted to find some antlers based on Korbar's advice against the frisky caterpillars.
What does?
But I don't want to kill them in this forest if it's sacred to the elves or something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what Rana knows about their the Miocene hunting policy because they're not vegetarians.
If you're gonna kill something, use all of it.
There you go.
Okay.
So if we come across one, just as long as you, which I imagine is very similar to
Yeah.
your
That's a
policy.
value Kenai would subscribe to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna hunt for a deer, as well as
Yeah, let's
camp out here.
spend the rest of the evening if anyone's interested
Rana can help with that.
helping me,
Yeah.
and then we'll camp out.
All right. One or both of you. One of you can make a survival check at advantage, or you both can make a regular one.
I mean, I'm aiding Kenai, so I guess Kenai for you, if you want to roll at advantage, you can.
Great. I'll do that.
Nice.
All right. So, after you pick a desirable spot to rest for the night, head off into the woods looking for game trails, scat, any sign of larger animals like deer, and then, of course, their hoof prints. And it doesn't take too long to find a small stream and follow that to where game trail crosses it and find some tracks to track down a deer. Let's see. Across a small group of them and spot some both does and bucks. With your skill, you're been able to approach without startling them. You're maybe 45 feet away.
Okay. Rana will look to Kenai for just kind of. Which one? She whispers. Which one?
Oh, about the one with the biggest antlers.
Okay. So Rana will loose an arrow at the one with the biggest answers.
Oh, I thought Kenai was gonna throw something.
No, I'd rather Rana shoot her bow. I think that's a better plan.
Okay.
Kenai has big, mean weapons like javelins and
Have you
spears.
seen the arrows she's shooting?
Well, actually, no.
They're about the size of a ballista bolt.
Oh, great.
Maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe more like a javelin.
Well, I've got a javelin, so either way, we're just throwing heaving, gigantic.
She'll do her best to make sure that it is a clean kill.
You're
Yes,
not gonna
please.
shoot. You're not gonna shoot it in the antlers.
No. What?
Just clip the antler off.
That's the whole reason we're out here.
Well, I don't. Wait, I don't want to saw off his antlers while he's alive. Sounds horrible.
Oh, that'd be like lasso them and like drag them to the ground and cut their antlers off and let them go.
Stop.
No.
What the fuck?
I don't think it hurts them. I think you can totally do that. I think they drop their antlers throughout the year.
Season, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a part of the year where people just like follow around elk and moose, just picking up antlers off the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they shed them once a year.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: antlers have a layer of like fuzzy, sort of fleshy bit on them when they're actually on the animal, and that sort of sloughs off as the season goes on. So you can see some very creepy pictures of moose with their antlers like half molted.
Yes.
Huh.
Those are great.
Yeah.
You take
Saw
one
them
of
in real
those
life, they're
pictures.
scary.
Take one of those pictures and you send it through an AI machine to turn into a zombie. Anyways,
Hell yeah.
this is the season where they still have their antlers, so you can see that they are definitely bucks. And yeah, you
Okay.
make a attack roll if you'd
Okay.
like.
Hello. There it
Hello?
goes.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
You didn't use sharpshooter.
No, I wanted to make sure it hit.
Okay. Roll damage. It's dead. The arrow strikes the buck in the midsection, and the others scatter. It takes one faltering step and then falls to the ground. By the time you get to it, it's not moving at all.
Rana will
Uh,
sing a brief chant to Taya.
Kino will carry the buck back to camp and
He'll dress it.
yeah.
Okay.
What?
You know, like skin it and
Yeah. Do all that
cut
stuff
the meats.
back at camp.
Sounds like you guys are having deer for dinner.
Yes.
Mhm.
Nice venison.
Mhm.
Might be a little gamey.
All right. So
Ah.
then,
Because it's game, right? Gamey.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. Ooh, white-tailed deer. Night passes uneventful. You get, the 2 antlers off of this thing, multi-pointed. I don't
Can
know.
I divide that into 7 or into our party size?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yep. I'll like kind of cut off pieces of this antler and maybe cut some leather strands for people to wear around their neck or sew into their hair or something.
When you say
braid into
leather,
their hair.
when you say cut leather strands, are you referring to the buck's skin, or
Yeah.
do you have leather that you're cutting?
No, I'll use the buck's skin.
Okay.
I mean, that's not leather yet, is it? That has to be treated.
Right now it's buckskin.
Right.
We need a tanner.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But I'm sure we
I
can
don't-
take it back to the city and we'll find some leather there.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
could-
don't want to spend too much time on that. I'm just looking
Yeah,
to
no,
get
that's fine.
everybody some antler.
Okay, so you
set
package
around
up,
their neck.
you package up what you can. Night passes, and it's the next morning, and then you run to town.
Cool.
Well, you walk swiftly.
We
Like
walk so
elk.
fast.
Yeah, you walk faster than that deer.
Wow.
Well, the deer's never gonna walk again.
Wow.
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 I mean, would you be more concerned if it did walk again?
Yes, I would actually.
Oof. No sense. Oh, what did you do anything with that coin, or you still have it?
It's in like one of her pockets, so she still has it. She
No,
didn't put it back
Are
in
there
with
other
the...
coins in that pocket?
No.
Okay. Next morning, get back to town about midday. And so I guess you have about 5 days before the gnome commission is completed.
Oh gosh, we've got 5 more days and 3 rivers.
God.
We should have crawled like elk over there.
It's not to say that they'll need all 5 days, but you asked them to complete it within a week, so
That's true.
that's what they're working with.
The first thing Rana is going to do is find somewhere to melt that coin down.
Okay. You said find someone?
Find someone, yeah, to melt the coin down. Maybe,
Okay, I mean-
maybe in the Miocene elves, sounds like they would be happy to do that.
Yeah, there's plenty of shops in Three Rivers that like forges and smelters. People that
Yeah.
will. I mean, they ask like, "What are you gonna do with it? Like, what do you just want a cup of gold?
No, I don't want it. You can. I mean, you can keep the gold.
Oh. Yeah, that's works for them.
Great.
That is exactly how much they were going to charge you.
Great. I hope. Like, yeah.
That seems like a lot. Like, because it'd be the same price to like melt down like a bunch of tin. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I want one 10 coin melted. That's one gold coin.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a very. They have one price for any service.
So if I
Yeah.
wanted like 300 pounds of it,
Oh, they
then it
don't.
costs the same.
They don't sell that because it's over the price.
Ah,
They make sure all the things that they do are actually less worth.
We've got a dollar store going on.
Before
Yeah.
Rana hands the gold coin over, she's gonna double check that it still has the mask on it.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Son of a bitch. That's a little better.
You're pretty sure it's the right coin.
She knows it's there. She can't see the mask.
She looks and she can't find it.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Do I have detect magic? We got a long rest. 1 second.
It's hysterical.
No, it's not.
It really is.
No, I think I have dispel magic. I don't have detect.
Okay.
You could
Do you-
probably re-prepare something else.
I mean, I don't think clerics can prepare detect.
I don't know,
Can
but
they?
it seems like something they might be able to.
First level spell?
I could be wrong.
It's a first level spell. You could have prepared it.
Oh, that is on the cleric list.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, then.
It's not.
Maybe
You're
I'm
gonna
ritual
cast
cast
detect magic.
Yeah.
It's not magical.
He's using it as a point of reference for scrying. The coin itself is not inherently magical, but it is a unique item that he can like focus on.
Well, she'll show it to Tonus. Can you see the mask? I can't find it.
Roll perception
Would
check.
that be another perception check?
I mean, and Ethan saw it last time, so Ethan, can you see it? Like.
Are you asking me to look for it? I can look for it.
Yeah.
I'll plus
That
4 that.
Thomas looks it over and
Oh,
yeah, it looks.
oh, that was Rowan for some reason.
Ooh, was wrong.
Whoa,
Rowan
what-
definitely does
Rowan.
not see it.
14.
Creeping
he's
around
pro-
somewhere.
I feel like he should be probably rolling a disadvantage.
Well, he gets a -1 for every 10 feet of distance, so he.
He just went blind.
So with a 3, that would be a 17, I guess.
Tonus is able to, with a little bit of work, find where it is.
I'll like point out to Rana where it's right there.
I guess Rana probably should have had advantage to see it, to find it again, but yeah, Tonus is able to re-find it.
Okay, great. Yeah, melt it down.
Sure. Throws it in the like one of those long metal spoon or long handles that has a little cup at the end and
Great.
shoves it into the fire.
Great. You can keep it. Bye.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Well, no, I mean, sorry. Like, whatever.
Bye. Bye, weird people.
That tracks with Ethan's experience with these
No,
people.
Rana will be polite. It's sorry. It's just me wanting to make sure that it gets done.
Melt my gold coin, bye. Alright.
Okay, so are we good?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay.
It's
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna try to make some concrete plans for what you guys are doing next week.
Next week, we are getting the fuck out of Three Rivers, one way or another. I don't give a shit about this stupid tank. If it can't come, it can't come. If it sinks into the river, whatever. We're getting out of here.
Just drive it across the river, and if it makes it, it makes it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it airtight? If it's airtight, then just chill on the bottom.
It's a submarine. For
Okay.
20
So-
feet.
We'll say that you guys check in with the gnomes every day, and when they say it's ready, you'll go out and float the tank across the river.
Yep.
Like, it's going to end poorly,
And-
but
Rana will send to her father that that's the new plan.
All right, sounds good. Definitely, yeah, that's what I'll plan for, and we'll see if there's any changes that occur an hour before the session starts.
oh no.
Sorry. It wasn't just me. I told you.
I didn't say any names, so I
But
don't
there
know
must
what.
be some. There must be some guilt.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a little bit of guilt.
Only a little, because one of them was definitely chaos. And he
I don't
was
know what you're talking
procrastinating.
Yeah, that's true. Rowan just up and left.
So,
Like he
Rowan
was there
made
at
up.
breakfast and then just got out of there. I saw him. I saw him in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Goodness.
All right, see you guys.
See you later.
Bye.
oh gosh, my brother would do that.